Welcome to Get More God, where we talk about simple life topics and randomly give away $100. I'm glad you could join us today. I'm Jamie Spitzley, and today Kyle's going to be talking to you about getting your priorities straight. Hope you enjoy the show. Take it away, Kyle.
Thank you, dear. Hey, everybody. Let's start with today's fun facts. Did you know 90% of people in our culture buy things that they can't afford? 72% of people who live in America don't know who lives next door. Meet your neighbors. 70% of Americans will die without a will. 8% of Americans alphabetize their spice rack. 6% of marriage proposals are made over the phone. And only 5% of people dream in color. Are you one of those 5%? Alright, so today's message is about getting your priorities straight. So what we're talking about here is making sure that things in your life are in the right order. The Bible verse that we're going to base this on today is Luke 12, verse 34. And what it says is, "Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also." In this verse, Luke isn't talking about a treasure chest that's full of gold coins that we can go loot. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about what's in our heart, what we're passionate about, what we seek to do all of the time. Things that we consider, our normal life habits, things that make us happy. So normally in life we're so busy that we're constantly running, to and fro, back and forth from work to school, to the nursery or to the daycare, picking up the kids, taking them to sports. Whatever it is we have going on, we're so busy with things that we forget to prioritize what's really important. Some of the things like family and church and those type of things should come first, but they don't always come first. One way to gauge your priorities is to take a look at your checkbook. Take a look at your bank statement. See where the money's going. Look at the list of line items of where you spent your money for the last month. And if you spent all your money at the bar or at the mall or at going out somewhere to a party, then your priorities might not be in the right order. Those things that are important are church, our food, shelter, a vehicle for transportation to get you to work. Those are priorities. Your priority is not to go dancing on Friday or to go out next weekend to a concert. Those are fun things, but they don't get to come first. And we get so caught up in our daily life that we forget to prioritize those things. So look back at the end of this month and see where your priorities are based on your bank statement. And then take that same view and look forward into next month and tell yourself how you're going to change it and reset your priorities for the month that's coming. It's about taking control of your life. It was never God's plan for us to be overwhelmed or stressed or super busy or anxious. He doesn't want that for us. He wants us to have peace. So make sure that the important things in life are what's first in your life. Today's current event is very closely related to this subject. It's about a woman and her husband in Texas who had $170,000 in debt and didn't really have their priorities straight. So what they decided to do was to reset their priorities, to live without the fancy car or the big house or the second home or the cottage, to not have credit card bills, to not have the fancy smartphone or the newest TV or toy. And they said, we're going to live a simple life until we get this under wraps, because God doesn't want you in debt. God doesn't want you in the chains of someone else, of a credit card company, or of a federal government loan. So God wants you to have control of your life and your finances. And this couple, they basically buckled down, put the priorities in place and said, we're going to ignore the rest for now, and we're going to live like no one else so later we can live like no one else. And they got out of debt. They came out on top. And they said it wasn't easy. It took a lot of sacrifice. They had to work at it day in and day out. Work hard, work an extra job, get promoted. But that's how they came out on top. They set their priorities, they made some goals, and they stuck to them. And you can do that too. In Titus chapter 2, verse 11 to 12, God tells us that discipline is the spirit-empowered ability for us to say no to the quick fix and the easy road and to say yes to the harder but better way. All right, so now on today's question of the week. We're going to ask you a question and you leave the comments down below. Today's question is, would you rather go in the past to meet your ancestors or go in the future to meet your future great-great-great-great-grandchildren? Let us know what you think down in the comments. That's our show for the week, folks. Be sure to check out this link over here. It'll take you to the Kingdom Assignment video. This is the reason that we do these videos, so go check that out. Also, if you want to see our other videos, see our channel at youtube.com/getmoregod. Check us out at facebook.com/getmoregod. Hit that like button. Share this video with your friends. Thank you, and we hope you all have a great week. God bless you all.